my life.
Awesome! This is the Who's Riding Shotgun Show. My name is Sally Hendrick, and today we have Gina Very and we have Jen Langer, and we were supposed to have Isabel.
Applause. Sorry, it was applause.
Oh. And we're supposed to have Isabel, and I don't know if it's Vigila or Vigilla. I say Vigilla just because I know how to speak Spanish a little bit. But anyway, awesome people on the show. I want to go around, and I want you to tell me what you do, and then we'll get into your business after everybody's introduced, okay? So, Gina, go ahead and tell me, what do you do, and what's your website, and all of that.
Okay, so I'm Gina Very, and I'm a holistic personal trainer, kinesiologist, and physical therapist. And My website, it's pretty good. My website is www.very.goodfitness.com.
Yay, that's cool. And you've got, I see that you have your Twitter handle optimized to Very Good Fitness.
Absolutely.
I do not have Go Sally Go, which is like a thorn in my side, but you know, whatever. I can play downtown thing. I do live downtown.
Sweet.
Right?
Okay. I like the downtown thing.
Yeah. Jen, tell us about you.
I'm Jennifer Langer. I am a digital marketing strategist, and I make it my business to know all about the latest, greatest digital marketing strategies and share them with entrepreneurs to help them grow their businesses. And I am, you can find me at jenlaner.com. And if you click up and follow me on Twitter, there's also a link to a Twitter webinar, a free Twitter webinar that I have going on next week. So I'm looking forward to connecting with everybody over there.
Why was I thinking it's tomorrow? You know, I posted about it today.
Oh, thank you so much. No, dear God, no, it's not tomorrow because I still got to get it together. And I got lots to say about video, having launched multiple video Facebook and Twitter ads over the last 24 hours. So looking forward to talking about it.
Yeah, and I'm real curious. I wonder if I'll be able to get on that day. That's the day of my 16-year-old twins' birthday party. They'll be 16.
I think you have it out.
Well, yeah, but it's during the day and the party's at night. So we'll see what happens. But
I'll be doing it again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and I can also ask you for some secrets. Anyway, so this is so awesome. I love being able to talk about this subject today because if you're not doing video these days, it's very hard to get seen. Nobody has time to read. Everybody's like on the go, swiping by. You know, it's really crazy. Isabel, are you having problems? I just saw you clap for me. Girl, get on here. Hit join. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there she is.
Tell us what's wrong in the text. Okay, there we go.
Yay.
Sweet.
Well, she disappeared for a while, and then she came back, and then she just clapped. She's coming in, hopefully. She's breathing.
This is a fun little thing. I didn't even know you could clap, but that's fantastic.
Yeah, well, the weird thing is that, okay, it says click to give props. Before it said click to give feels, and that just sounded weird.
Absolutely.
But here's one thing you got to know is that it doesn't matter if you get felt up 50,000 times in a blab. It doesn't stay on your count. You don't have some count like you do on Periscope, right, Jen? Isn't that right?
Yeah, it goes away after the fact. And it's really kind of silly if you think about it. Maybe they'll do away with it. All it really manages to do is to make the person sitting in the room that has a lot less claps feel like a total loser. So and then everybody else gets pity claps. You know, like you'll notice the other hosts will start trying to, that happened to me yesterday. Like the host was so sweet, she was trying to bring my claps up to par with everybody else.
Everybody, let's boost 400. Come on, go. All right.
Hi, Isabel.
Isabel, my friend.
Am I getting feedback?
No. You don't have two windows open, do you? Oh, wait, yeah, you do have feedback.
No. I do have feedback.
And you don't have two windows open, two lab windows?
I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not terrible, so we'll deal with it, right? Isabel, tell us about you. We met in New York, and you were talking about how you're such a great animation and 3D rendering kind of a girl, and I'm like, woo, I need to talk to you. So tell us what's going on.
Oh, wait 1 second. Isabel, you've got some echo issues going on because I think your volume, maybe you need to turn your volume down. Do you have headphones? Because Sally was coming through you as an echo.
Okay, let me grab my headphones real quick.
That
Sorry.
works.
Well, that was better. So, sorry, I didn't mean to run her off.
No, it's fine.
Way to go, Jen. Way to go.
Oh, boy. I'm back.
You're cash. All right, now who's over here talking? People were feeling us up. It was right, Seastone and hello, Taylor. Okay, I'm just reading stuff. Now, hey, I can't scroll backwards, Jen. Can you?
And now it seems like I can't hear anything.
Oh, we can hear you really well, though.
I think she can't hear anything because she turned the volume down before she got her headphones on. Can you hear me now, Isabel?
Turn your volume up. Let's see. How do you say this? Turn your volume up.
Now I can't hear anything.
But did you plug into headphone or microphone? If you plugged into the microphone jack, you won't be able to hear. And I know that because I have done that.
Technical issues. We all have them. Thank you much. Who's on there? Steve?
Turn your volume. Okay.
Check your...
Steve. Hey, Christine. I'm not following you. I am now. Wait a second. Oh, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. You're going to be on in a couple weeks. Hey, Kelly's going to come on with me in a couple weeks. We're talking about taxes.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, fun stuff. We're going to see what all good stuff
Okay, so just unplug and we'll deal with the echo. She can't hear me, though.
Yeah, just unplug.
Check that you are plugged in
What I did.
headphone and not mic.
Yeah, help me on this. She's reading it. Okay. All right. So, Gina, I want you to tell me, what do you do with your business as far as video is concerned? And we'll get back to Isabel in a second.
Okay, so with my business, I have to teach clients how to do things, how to move, and instead of giving them pictures of like, you know, this is your first exercise, that's your second one, I actually give them an entire video, and I also use it when I advertise on social media or Kijiji or anything like that, so that people can actually see me, get a feel for my personality, and say, yes, I like you, I want to train with you, or I want to learn more about what you do. So that's how I use it pretty much everywhere. Like they can range from 5 seconds, which are like the ones that I put on Kijiji, to a half hour, which is something that someone can figure out how to do a proper workout specifically for them.
What
I
is
can't seem to hear you guys, but can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
can hear you. Just unplug. Just unplug.
I wonder why.
Unplug your headphone. Okay, can you hear us now?
Sorry, Gina.
That's okay.
Okay.
What is PPG or PPG? What did you say it was?
Oh, Kijiji. Okay, so that's actually like an online classified ad that we have in Canada. So you can advertise online for free.
Can you put the link in the chat box for our Canadian friends?
Yes, I can.
That's
It
awesome.
is.
That's cool.
There we go.
So okay, that's cool. And then how do you get people to how do you drive traffic to that?
Actually, you put it's based on the subject line that you have. So mine is like elite female personal trainer looking for female clients in, and then the city. So if people search it on Google, that's the first thing that comes up.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you can post a video. So it's linked to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So you put it on your YouTube channel, and then you put the link in part of where the pictures go when you're advertising. And people can click, and it'll automatically play the video right next to all of your wording. So they can get an idea of exactly what you do and who you are, and then they can read everything that you put on your classified ad.
Very cool.
Do you get a lot of action from that?
A lot, actually. Yeah.
Because, yeah, I have a client in Toronto who's a clinical nutritionist who does fantastic video, who this would be perfect for, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, especially in Toronto, I think you can pay for advertising. I know I tried that once, and in a day I got just over 1,000 views, and it cost next to nothing. So,
Do we have a GG.us?
I don't think so, unfortunately.
Darn it. Darn it, Scott, did you hear that? He's asking, where, what? Everybody perked up when you said that.
Can you advertise for it on the Canadian thing and still be in the U.S., but you're advertising to Canadians?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Of course you can. Oh, yeah. You can pretty much advertise anything on there.
And as long as we could do Kijiji.ca if we're based out of here, because like I know Sally and myself and a lot of people watching, I mean, we're certainly global. I mean, we don't, whoever buys our courses, we don't really care where they are. But are you sure it's okay with like a US IP address that they would let us advertise on Kijiji?
I believe it does not matter.
Okay, we'll have to look into that.
We shall. That was a great nugget.
Well, and I've got tons of fitness clients who would love to have that sort of avenue.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah, definitely tell them about that. I mean, it's basically the same thing as Craigslist, except that it's specifically for, well, I mean, obviously I'm in Ontario, but you can go all over Canada. And I advertise all over Canada using that. And I get a lot of hits.
Fitness or not just fitness?
Sorry?
Is it fitness and health related, or it's like Craigslist?
It is anything under the sun.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. Now, okay, so how are you selling? What's the ad? It's like Craigslist pay you through a mechanism, or you set up your own payment mechanism?
You set up your own. So
I can't hear you guys.
So what?
This poor girl.
I don't know what's going on here.
Well, okay.
Maybe log out, reboot your computer. Well, you can't hear me, so.
I know.
Like, can I advertise YouTube videos from there? I just woke up too since Sci-Fi Funk. He's all into Kijiji too.
It's Kijiji. It's K-I-G-I. Okay, K-I-J-I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sci-Fi. Gina was saying she puts her YouTube videos there, and you can click from there, and it'll take you to YouTube, and it'll show your YouTube channel alongside of your advertisement on Kijiji, right? Is that right?
It just plays the video. It just plays the video. So you just click the button, like the play button. It's a big play button, and it'll just play that specific video. If you pay $5, then it'll link it and it'll go right to your YouTube channel.
Oh, so it's embedded, but they don't have like a little YouTube box where they can click it and just get over to YouTube, or were they able to find that? Oh, they could.
You can buy it for like $5 and that's it.
Oh, well, I wonder how they do that. Cause I thought, like I tried to put YouTube videos in some of my courses and I couldn't do it because I didn't want the link to ever be shared. And if somebody clicked on the YouTube, it would go to the video on YouTube and then they would have the link. It would come up in their URL. So I'm wondering how they're masking that.
I actually don't know.
I ended up having to go with Vimeo Pro to be able to embed my videos into my courses, which are in a secure membership site that people have to pay to get into. Interesting.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm glad that you were able to do that. Now, is this all your own fitness stuff that you're doing?
Yes. So everything that's on Kijiji is all of the fitness stuff, all the classes, all of the one-on-one, all of the adventures that I do, everything under the sun. And it because of Kijiji, really, it brings in a lot of business and it helps me to even network with other people that are in the health industry as well. And then they find me, I find them, and then we can build and build and build.
Nice. That's really cool. I like that.
Me
I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody at the top. There's two people that are watching in clandestine fashion. Hey to you voyeurs. And there may be somebody else. Oh, somebody just came in. Hey, that's Marissa. Simon Says Social. She's great with Canva and Awesome. The name of the website, Kijiji again. Can you type it again? Oh, you did.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Right below your comment, Gracie. Okay. All right. Very cool. All right. So Jennifer, tell us about your business and how you use video and your awesome little animation that you did.
Oh yeah. I need to talk about that tool.
Yes.
So, that tool is called goanimate.com, and I put it in the text in the chat box. So all of this like that we're doing for our business is about differentiating ourselves, right? Like There's a sea of content out there, like you said in the beginning, Sally.
Yep.
Like there's just and although using video in general is going to set you apart from the herd, just because so many people aren't using it like they probably will be in a year or two, it will be. I think I read a statistic that something like 70 to 80% of the content we consume online is going to be video, and like let's just say 5 years, because I don't remember what they said, but it was soon. And maybe it was even 1 year. Maybe it was 4 days. Maybe 4 days from now, that's all we're going to be doing. But anyway, the point is, that's why I love Go Animate, because there is a learning curve, but it is so easy. They have perfected this software. And I know everybody's going to say, how much does it cost? It's $39 a month. But what you could do is just like sign up for a month, create an animation or two, even if you just create one animation, which is all I'll typically do in a month, and then just make a note in your calendar to cancel it. And it is really just so great. Like you could do the whiteboard animations if you want. They have every kind of different style of cartoon. You can look, I've got one on, I have one right now on where do I have it? On my Facebook page. If you want to take a look at it, I'm pretty sure. And also if you just click on if you click on my Twitter link and go to my Twitter page, I've got one pinned to the top, I believe. So yeah, it took me maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to make it, but it goes a long way. So I love doing these like little animations as something different, and you could put them anywhere. So right now I've sent a few out as inside lead pages on landing pages. So on my Facebook ads that I have running right now for my upcoming Twitter webinar, when people click on the link, they'll go to my landing page. So I've mixed it up a different way, like 5 different ways. So I have ads going out that are actually a talking head of me talking about the webinar. And then when you click the link, it might just go to a plain old landing page, a little bit branded, but it's the one actually that Lead Pages has listed as the most highly converting web page. I think it's so ugly, but I was like, you know what? For once in my life, I'm just going to let me just do the obvious thing. Like it says it's the most highly converting. Let's just see. So I don't have an answer for you because that was just about 8 hours ago. So that video is linked to the most highly converting lead page, sales page. Okay. It's just a plain old lead page. Then I have that cartoon video. I have 2 different cartoons. The one cartoon that is going to, if you click on the Facebook ad, it's going to a landing page that has video on it. Then I've got another, like my face going to a cartoon, I'm trying every single different combination. But one thing that I know for sure, and I did a Twitter video. Can I tell you about Twitter video for a second?
Yes.
So what?
Ooh, you had a trick for making it longer.
Yes, that's what I'm going to tell you. So currently, first of all, Twitter video is so underutilized. So I recommend that everybody do Twitter video. And those of you who follow me are sick of hearing this, but one thing that's really powerful is that on your phone, like after this blab, if there's anybody you want to connect with more or anybody anywhere, a great thing to do after the blab or after a scope or whatever is hop on, see who was on your scope, who was on your blab, who commented that you missed, and then click reply to, like if they shared your tweet is one way to do it. Click reply, and then it could go to a group of people, and then click the little camera button on your phone. Then after you click the camera button, you could click over to the video camera, and then just look right at your phone. Hey, Sally. Hey, Gina. It was so awesome hanging out with you guys today. Make sure and join my Facebook group, The Front Row. Did you notice that little plug I just did?
That was awesome.
The Facebook group called The Front Row, and I'd love to hang out with you over there, okay? And then click send. So people always love that, and they always respond back, okay? But only allowed 30 seconds. What?
Sci-Fi Funk asked it, does it have to be on the phone?
For this, yes, it does. Great question. It does need to be on the phone, but you could do it from Android. You could do it from your what is this called? Oh, iPhone. Okay, so there's that, but that's only allowed 30 seconds, which is really a pretty long time. It's a lot longer than a Vine, it's a lot longer than an Instagram video. So anyway, so 30 seconds, but here's what you could do to send a much, much longer video. And it's so cool. So you go into Twitter, and then you go into Twitter ads. Okay. Then when you go from ads, you're going to go to, I think it's creatives. And then when you get to creatives, so you're not going to be paying for this at all. You just do this totally free. Go to creatives and then click, it'll be obvious, like video, like you write your tweet and then you can attach a video. And when you do, you just upload your video. So yeah. So then what you could do is, let's say you have like a 1 minute or 2 minute explainer video about your business, which every single one of us needs to have. If you don't like to be on camera, you can use that software, Go Animate. You could do a video of you narrating your screen as you take a tour through your website. Every single one of us needs to have an explainer video. Tweet it out, then pin it to the top of your Twitter page, and it will sit there. That little video will sit on the top of your Twitter profile. So those are some of the ways I use video that I love. But you know, I'm a verbal person, as you can tell. I don't like to write it all down. So it's just, to me, it's just kind of the lazy man's way to market as well, because it's so easy to just capture it and film and then send it out there.
It gets your personality across, though, and people can relate to faces and talking more than they can relate to a piece of text. So I just like it so much better. I love your group and everything. Awesome. All your stuff is great. Now,
thank you. Back at you, honey. Isabel, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Yeah, I almost gave up, and then I was like, one more try.
We have to talk to you. I need you to tell me your information, you know, tell me what you're doing, tell me what you're trying to do, what you're going to be doing, and who you are and where to find you and all that good stuff. Okay. And then tell us about your awesome video-ness.
Okay. So my name is Isabel Veguilla. I'm from New Jersey. I have a background in fine arts and computer graphics, and I studied animation for my grad program. And so I've actually been teaching for 10 years online with an online school. I've been teaching animation and graphic design, video editing, and 3D stuff all this time. And I've gotten to the point where I want to share what I have to offer. I have a lot of experience, and I just want to have fun with animation. So I've been online and doing different programs, trying to figure out what that's going to be. And I met Sally recently in New York, and she got all excited. She got me excited, so she's just roping me in.
Well, we talked at length the other day about what you could be doing, because, girl, you've got some skills.
Oh, and so where I can be found right now, I don't have a business yet. I'm just I do have a website for my my artwork and my animations at littlefrogstudios.com. So that's my website right now. So, but who knows?
Studios with an S? Studios with an S?
Frozen?
Did I hit studios with an S? Oh no, you lost sound. Okay, so she's great at animation, but something's happening with sound. So, okay, so
a lot of people are commenting about, like, 15 seconds is about as long as anything should be.
Yeah.
So but I disagree. Like, we all know about the attention span issue. I just have to say that, like, if you're doing a promo for a webinar, you could just make it 15 seconds. It could be fine. But sometimes you need to go a little bit more in depth. I never encourage people to go over like a minute for explainer video, promo video, or whatever. But I mean, you just can't say everything you have to say sometimes in 4 seconds or 15 seconds, especially if you want to talk about what it is you're going to be covering. So, but it's worth doing split testing with, for sure.
Yeah, that's true, because you could make a little short clip that's like a Vine size. You could do a 15-second Instagram size, and then you could do the longer for Facebook or the Twitter 30. And so that's a great idea, actually. I didn't even think about that. Mine are all like about a minute and 20 seconds because I have a lot of music in mine. I have this intro thing, and then I talk about it, and then I actually show, because I'm doing like a class promo, like saying, learn how to do this. And I'm showing you on the screen what I'll be doing, and then I talk about it, and then I show me, and then I show the little animation video and things like that. So that's kind of like my formula right now for those types of things. And then I always have an outtake at the end because I always screw up. And so I always have plenty of screw up videos. to blooper videos to show at the end. Thank you, Gracie. You're my little car. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, and I don't know if this is going to happen, but Jen, you and I have a mutual friend who is doing a show out of Denver about Mary Jane and the latest law that allowed it to be legal. Do you know about her show?
I do.
I'm trying to get her hooked up with Isabel here to try to figure out some videos, animation, and 3D rendering type stuff that could go with that show. I don't know.
I think you could say what it is. It's legal, you know.
That's true.
It's called the Marijuana Show, and we have a friend who's like an online marketing genius, and she's like specializes in Amazon sales and eBay sales. She's got her fingers in every pot, and she lives in Colorado, and pot's legal there. And there was a really highly viewed show on YouTube. It was a YouTube show to begin with called the Marijuana Show, and now it's got a legit produced, sponsored, funded reality TV show, and on a real network. And she's been going and scoping from behind the scenes. I don't know exactly what her role is, but she's like got a top role in there. So
Yeah.
Isabel, so Sally's talking about bringing you into the Marijuana Show.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm giving you.
Children's animation to marijuana show. It's okay.
I mean, it's all good.
I'm versatile.
You gotta be.
I'm back here making the deal. Sci-Fi Funk says the show now smoking.
Very funny stuff.
Oh, that one in Colorado. Okay, so what? You got any more ideas, Isabel? What do you want to say?
Well, the only other thing that I wanted to show, and I have some props, real props, not the little hand. I want to say about the audio when you do your own voiceovers. Sometimes it can be difficult to get a clear recording, and so I have some. I have this microphone, and you guys probably already have seen this, but just in case, it's the blue Snowball microphone, and it has a little stand from Amazon. You can pretty much get everything, podcasting or voiceovers and that kind of thing. And it also comes with an attachment. This is the pop. It eliminates pops in your audio, so you put it in front of the microphone, so that when you have those S's and the F's, there's like this pop at the end that kind of gets annoying sometimes. You can get rid of that with that filter.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't have a filter. I have a Yeti.
You could get I have a Yeti and a Snowball, and you could get a pop filter that should to go with your Yeti. That's what I have.
And then,
but I don't like either one of them, to be honest with you. I'm on the market.
Oh, okay. There's also this free software called Audacity, Audacity. I don't know if you guys have used it, but you can use that to eliminate some of the noise in your audio, and also if you have levels that are up or down, you can sort of smooth that out and bring up the levels. So that's just a small tip.
Well, that's cool. What do you think about lighting?
Well, I haven't really gotten into lighting, to be honest. So
there's Shalene Johnson did a video once where she talked about doing a video, and she had some sort of light that was just this circular thing that didn't do direct light on you, so you weren't like washed out, but it was just like the perfect lighting to give you all the right, whatever to
Diva ring light.
What?
The Diva ring light.
Maybe, probably, and it sounds like something she would say. Diva ring.
Diva ring.
Use light.
We don't have those filters.
Sci-Fi Funk is like all full of information over here. You're doing great. Thank you. Anybody else that's come in? Hey, Jason. And I didn't say hello to Gio. And there's Tony Iverson. I've seen you before. And, we saw Marissa. We said hey. We said hey to everybody else. And then there's a new one, Sherry McKenzie. has come in the room. Hey, lady. And all right, so does anybody in the audience have any questions about anything? Excuse me. Or do any of you have anything else to add? I'm going to tweet again.
Well, we could talk about video with regard to screencasting because there's a lot of tools to be spoken about there. I love, for a good year and a half when I was creating video tutorials from my screen, I was just so defiant about purchasing software because I was like, why would I purchase software when QuickTime, you can edit everything perfectly in QuickTime, which comes inside your Mac if you have a Mac. And there is a version, somebody can type it into the chat box for the PC. Then why would I want to purchase? But then I finally broke down and got ScreenFlow. And it's just been like a total game changer. I absolutely love it. That far more like robust, many more editing features. I love it. It doesn't have to just be for screencasting. You can edit any video in there and insert all sorts of media in there. I love it. I like iMovie. And I also like ScreenFlow. So whenever I do a tutorial for my phone, like if I'm going to do a Instagram to show how to use Instagram or something, if I plug it, hardwire it to my computer, I can videotape the phone, but it's better than Reflector app because it just gives this really big picture of just the phone, nothing else. The rest of your screen is black, and it's really crisp and HD. But you can also do your phone with Reflector app. But I swear, like whenever I gave 3 like live presentations last night to 3 different groups, and I wanted to show Periscope. So the only way to do that in front of a live audience is to Bluetooth your phone with Reflector app to the screen, and I couldn't make it work. So does anybody know what I could do in that situation? I mean, I would really love to know because I do that regularly, and I'm stumped.
What was the first thing you talked about? You said instead of Reflector app? I missed what you called it.
ScreenFlow allows you to do that now in ScreenFlow 5. So you need to get the latest upgrade.
If you have a Mac.
You don't have a Mac? So Camtasia is the
I still haven't figured that out, but I haven't tried.
Actually, Sally, I use something called Snagit on my Mac, which is pretty good too. You can do picture-in-picture, which I like because if I'm doing a software tutorial, I like my students to have a little picture of me talking as well, so it makes it more personal.
Well, that's what my Camtasia does. I have a PC. Okay. Now, Isabel, I don't want to forget to talk about this. We talked about After Effects the other day. And tell me what all you can do in that. That's what my little intro and outro videos are made with, that have my music, my rock and roll stuff. But my other animated stuff, I paid somebody to do that, and then I've learned that I can do that myself. But I want to know what you're talking about doing in After Effects that has 3D rendering.
So After Effects can be used to create titles, little intro and outro, like you mentioned. You can do character animation in there, and they also have 3D tools. So if you have 3D models, you can get that into After Effects and compose a video, a little short, to do whatever. It could be an intro video. It can be a bio. It can be a marketing video, anything like that. So, and you can mix live action with animation as well. So it's actually, the interface is very similar in terms of layering the layers. It's similar to Photoshop. So if you are really good at Photoshop, you could probably move into After Effects because the layer structure is pretty similar. So you just would need to learn about the motion part of it. So.
Now, are you saying that when you put in, like, okay, think about my animation, my little woman in the car with the glasses. Do you need something else besides that initial drawing I have to be able to animate, not animate, but 3D render her somehow?
Well, in After Effects, if I were to use just your art, I would actually cut that up into different parts in Photoshop to bring it into After Effects. But in order to get a 3D rendering of that, I would have to build a model first in a different software, in a 3D software. So, and then, you know, if I needed to do any post-editing after I modeled, you know, the car and the character, I would do that in After Effects to create like a full edited video.
Okay. I'm real curious because I want to see what that girl can do. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
All right, I want to say hey real quick. There's more people that came in the room, and I don't want to forget. Say hey to Marty and Johan and Christine and Dan and Carlos. What was that?
What was that?
I don't know. I'm surprised that my Avast virus database has not been updated during the broadcast of this show. It usually happens. Okay, well, does anybody else have anything they want to say? I do want everybody, if you've got a sign-up list or a Facebook group or something like that you want people to get into or have a way to contact you, please put it in the chat box on the side. Mine is 50 Shades of Orange Club. 50 Shades of Orange Club.com. You will get access to a couple of free courses on MailChimp and PicMonkey, and I'm going to switch those out. I need to do some new stuff and throw it in there, but I've got like a whole video library and a coaching program, and I'd love for you to come into my social media group where we talk about social media tips and things. And Jen Lehner has a similar group, except hers is better than mine, and it's called It's called The Front Row, and she has over 1,000 members, and I'm jealous.
Props.
We're all in the same group, really, aren't we?
I know, we're all on this planet together called Lab. And then Gina, put your stuff out there, how people can get to you. If you've got a link to get you to see your little videos you've got going up here, do some fit.
Oh,
There's
but I gotta take a picture. I'm wearing my orange glasses.
I need some glasses, guys.
I can't see, so I'm gonna have to take them off. But
Sci-Fi's leaving us. Bye. Thank you for your participation.
Yes, thank you.
Making us laugh.
Thank you, guys. I want to show y'all. I felt so left out in New York because I didn't have any business cards.
Cute.
Those are really cool.
Went all out. And
Nice.
hold on.
there you go.
Nice.
Very good.
Perfect.
Yo,
And then on the back side, of course, I do have information. And then there's I'm so
this is great, Sally.
I love them. I can't wait.
You rock the thing.
Okay.
Seriously.
I think we can wrap up. I've got 19 minutes before my piano teacher gets here. I'm learning some Corinne Bailey Ray.
You have to play us some songs.
Why don't we close with you playing us a song? I think that would be
No, I haven't practiced for 3 weeks. I can't do it. And my piano's way in the other room. It's not even close. Maybe another day. I do late night piano scoping. It's a
Okay.
Okay. I'll make sure to catch one of those. I think I've caught one or two of those.
And I sing to them when my voice is not cracking.
You could on the piano, you could come up with your own Blab theme song.
I'll need Aaron to write it for me.
I'm not even kidding. It could just be blah, blah. There's already one that Joel Comm used. I downloaded that is actually fantastic by a guy named Paul Lauren, who's a new up-and-coming artist. And in order to get himself sort of some publicity, he created a theme song for Joel Comm's Blab. It was so good. And he said anybody could download it because it's just, I'm not going to sing it, but it's like blah, 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 blah. Like that's all they say in the song. But it's so cute. It's very like.
All right, so I have a confession to make from college. I'm the one that led All Sing, which is a competition between sororities. And
like pitch perfect.
yeah, yes.
Yes.
And we were the most conservative sorority on campus. We had all these rules, and I actually somehow convinced them to do hair. And but I had to pull out all of the clean portions of the Hair songs and string them together into this medley. And then I came up with the 3-part harmonies. And then I taught them to everybody. And my roommate did all the choreography. Hey, Marissa. And then we performed Hair. Okay. And it was all sing where you can't move your feet. You literally stand on these risers and you're only allowed to move your arms and bend down and do whatever. And you can't move your feet or they take points off. And we had been a sorority that had won years and years and years in a row. And then every year that I was there, we never won until
Sally stood up to the plate.
I became the director, and I convinced them to get out of their conservative boxes and do Hair, and we won.
Very good, very good.
So if things don't work out for you in the online biz world,
maybe
you've got, you know. So Gracie said your show could open up with which I thought was such a good idea. Something like vroom, vroom, here comes Sally. You know?
I need an audio. I do need an audio.
And have a little, I can see it now.
I'm going to talk to Aaron about that. He'll be here in like 15 minutes, and I'm going to talk to him. He is the most amazing musician I've ever met in my life. And he can play any instrument, and he can chart the music perfectly for any instrument. He's just amazing. So, I'm sure.
And Marissa said Mustang Sally, which is hilarious.
What?
Mustang Sally.
Oh, I know. Well, ride, Sally,
Is
ride.
the car a Mustang in your video?
It's not a Mustang. It's actually, my whole theme was based on the children's book, Go Dog Go.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes. I thought it looked familiar. Yes, it is. And I love that
That's my
book.
favorite. My grandmother had it. I wore the thing out, and I couldn't take it from her house because I had to have it when I went to her house, which was a lot. So that was my favorite. And I ordered the copy of the book, a fresh copy. And I was like, this is going to be me. And if you could just see my first logo where I bastardized the Go Dog Go cover, you would laugh so hard because I tried to do everything myself, not knowing what to do until I finally got wise.
Gotta outsource. Yeah. Gotta outsource.
All right, listen, guys, I gotta go. I love you. Have a great day, and keep having me.
Have a good
Bye,
day.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Always good to see
I
you.
need one of
Okay,
those.
bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody in the audience. Follow us. We're fun. Bye.